So hey, how y'all doing? I'm just sitting here in bed, laying here, just chilling, enjoying this good Fourth of July weekend, this Fourth of July Sunday. Uh, yes, y'all, I'm still paralyzed. I'm still, I had called my ex to come over here to go get me some chicken so I can have me something to eat because I really don't because I can't get out of bed and I really don't supposed to be in the house by myself. But anyway, to make a long story short, he did. I wasn't expecting him to do. I was just doing to see what he do it, and he did. I was like, y'all, I was just so surprised. I was really, really, really surprised because I didn't think that he would. And he went, and he did it, and stuff like that, and came over here. We talked for a while. We had good conversation. We had some good conversation. Our conversation was so good that I really enjoyed the conversation that we were having. So, uh, we talked about his previous relationship he in. He been dating this boy for 3 months, and that they not, he don't. It's not a satisfied thing. He don't satisfy him like the boy, like he satisfied the boy. And I said, oh, and I said, what makes you want to be in that type of relationship? You know what I'm saying? Because I ask people, why would you want to be in a relationship that you not getting satisfied, but you satisfying that other person? So that was one of the things that we was talking about, and I understand I'm gonna have some backlash on this video because I know people are saying, well, why would you talk about him now when y'all was just into it and y'all be into it and you was seeing how he treated you? But I'm just gonna tell y'all this: if you and your ex are really, really over, y'all can sit down and talk about anything. Y'all can talk about how things went on in y'all relationship, how things is going on in his relationship. It don't really, really matter. Because at the end of the day, what y'all had is over. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where it came when he even was telling me he didn't it didn't matter who he be with, he was gonna check them out. You know what I'm saying? But which I knew that in my mind because I was good to my ex. I was loyal to my ex. I didn't cheat on my ex. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do my ex like he did me. So, in reality, I knew that if I was to date anybody else, no matter who it is or what it is, that my ex would sit there and say, yeah, I got to check them out. I got to make sure they ain't walking all over you. I got to make sure that because that's just my ex. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was bringing it up. I told him, I don't even think by me being this way, I don't even think I'm going to be able to be in another relationship. And he said, I don't think you should because I just don't think you should. And when he said that, that's when the conversation went into it. Y'all, I promise y'all, I did not get upset. I did not get mad. It actually was funny and it had me laugh because that let me know right there, you still got feelings for me and you still love me. And that's what he sit there and said. He sit there and told me tonight that he still loved me and he's still in love with me. He's not in love with that boy. And I was just like, wow, that's some that's something to think about right there. That's something to think about that you still in love with your ex. You understand what I'm saying? But like I told him, this is how you should have been treating me when we were together. You wasn't treating me like this when we were together. He said, like what? You wasn't treating me like you cared. You didn't treat me like you loved me. I said, and then a couple months you came out here, you brought me a burger and stuff like that. And you told me when we was trying to work on our relationship, I said I still love you like that. I said, well, I said, you know what? I don't even know why I'm gonna do it because it's not gonna even work right there. You sit there and told me that you didn't love me, but now you realizing now that you really do love me. I really was the person for you. I really did do everything in my power to save our relationship. Because don't matter how bad we got into it or how much we got into it, I used to cry and I used to I did not want to break up my relationship. There was one relationship that was hard for me. You know, our relationship was toxic, but then too, it was love. We had love. It just came to a point about when, like he told me tonight, when we first got together, you trusted me. All of a sudden, when I had started talking to my ex all over the phone every day, that's when the trust went. And he right, the trust went away with that because I look at it like this: if you in a relationship with somebody, you ain't got no reason to talk to your exes. You ain't got no reason to do none of that. The only person that you should be talking to is me, your mama, or other people in your family. So when we was talking about that, I was just like, yeah, and he was just talking about he was telling me one of his ex still called him, said he was gonna stop calling him because his lover was sick in the hospital. And I said, oh, that is so sad. And then other ex is in jail. So I'm just like to myself, I'm like, wow, these people is violent, out of control. You know what I'm saying? Where does it end? But like I had told my ex, let me get back on this subject. Like I had told my ex, I deserve to be with somebody too. I want a companionship too. Like I told him, everything that you got right now, I want it. But do I think I'm gonna get it? No, I don't. Do I think I'm an ugly person? No, I don't. I just think that I won't be able to be in a relationship like that because I won't be able to do for nobody in the position that I'm in now. Now you feel me? So to make a long story short, I was telling my ex, the person that you be with, the person that you with now, they can do more for you now than I can. And he would tell me, oh no, they can't. And I was just like, what do you mean? He said, no, they can't. He said, because the things that I want to do in the bedroom, they don't want to do. They just want me to do it to them, but they don't want to do it to me. And I found myself saying to myself, I'm gonna mention that on my post tonight on my video because I was sounding that if I just want to know, and I want everybody to comment this at the bottom of my video. Why would you want to date or be in a relationship with somebody knowing that in reality they can't satisfy you? Understand me. I don't get it. I don't understand it because I know for a fact you get hot. You want that feeling. You want to be able to, you know, lay up under your baby. You want your baby to lay on top of you. This child don't want to do none of that. And then on top of that, the boy is still staying with his mama. So at the end of the day, what do you do with a person like that? So he don't even want to be here in doubt. But then my ex was telling me, I think he's saying that he's still in love with his other ex. I think he still want to be with his other ex. But he said, I don't understand how he can be so much in love with his other ex where he continue to be in love with me. Say he in love with me. Easy. You can be in love with two people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And then in another thing, I want y'all to understand, people can tell you that they really love you and be still in love with their other ex. They can tell you that and just be using you. You know, because I would ask my ex, I said, so are you doing for them what you doing for me? He said, no. He said, we do for each other. We help each other out. And I said, oh, well, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all helping each other out. Because it's nothing like helping your partner because y'all in this together. You know, like this, like glue. Y'all in this together. Y'all trying to have something. You can't have nothing by yourself. So everything that we talked about today, I really just I liked the conversation. We laughed, we joked, we watched TV. It was just so funny. And so, like I told him, I was just like, and he was just telling me, what really made me shut down from you is because the way you acted towards me. But I was just like, I just didn't have time for the drama. You know, like I was just sitting there telling him about my gay child and the person that he brought up here from Atlanta. You know, I even though I said I wasn't gonna help nobody else, I went on to do what I thought was right. I thought I was trying to help somebody else, but at the end of the day, I got messed around. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not looking for that. If I decide that I want to get in another relationship or be with anybody else, and that person accepts me for who I am and what I am, I think that I would want them to treat me with kindness and treat me like I should be treated. Don't try to walk all over me because I'm in a hospital bed. Don't try to do this because you see me handicapped, because you're not gonna get away with it. Because at the end of the day, the same person I was before I got sick, that's the same person I am that I'm sick now. You know, and I also was talking to my ex and I was saying, I understand the reason why you don't come and see me. You don't come and see me because of this. And he was telling me that that's not true. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying, oh, okay. So I was just like, in so many kind of ways, I was just out stunned because, like I be telling y'all, I be watching these YouTube channels and I be seeing all these homosexuals and stuff, and they be in their relationships and they be proposing to their partners or finna get ready to get married. I want that same dream. You understand what I'm saying? I want that same dream. But sometimes I feel like by me being who I am and me being handicapped, I might not get that same dream. You understand what I'm saying? I think it don't matter if you are um handicapped or paralyzed. I think that you still be able to date somebody, because I was looking on YouTube a couple of months and I seen this homosexual, and she had long hair, this and that, that and this, and hey, she got her somebody. She had her somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they out there, but it's just the point about it. How do you know when you if you meet this person? Is it for real, or is it like and because you paralyzed and you in a wheelchair, and they know that you get a check every month, or they know this or they know that they gonna try to use you to your advantage? I mean, that's something you have to think about. How do you know these things? You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you know, you looking at, okay, that you might end up being with this person, and this person is not what it ought to be. And then you don't put what, 2, maybe 3, maybe 6 months in, and then dang, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. You understand what I'm saying? We talked about that too. It was a lot of stuff me and my ex covered tonight that y'all I thought that I really thought my ex was not the person. You know, I thought he was just shady. But as I sat and talked to my ex tonight and stuff like that, I realized my ex ain't shady. He going through the same problems that anybody else would go through in a relationship. It's just that it's complicated. It's a complicated relationship. You know, you want to be loved. You put all the stability and the love that you have in this person, and it turns around that this person don't even want to be with you. You understand what I'm saying? They saying they really want to be with you, but in reality, they don't. Because in your mind, you already know. Ain't nobody telling you this, but in your mind, you already know that you and this person is not gonna be together that long. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at this, I don't think that I could never be in a relationship and it's a long distance relationship. I don't think that's the type of thing that I would want to do. I mean, I was talking to this dude and we was trying to uh accomplish something, establish. But I told him, I said, I mean, look, it's like this. I'm not in Texas. I mean, excuse my language. I'm here in Texas and you there in Atlanta. So it becomes to a point that you got to do what you got to do to satisfy you, then that's what you gotta do until I get there, or if I get there. But I got to thinking to myself, why would you want? I mean, way up there, and you way down here to, and he gonna do whatever it takes to satisfy himself, and you down here and you trying to get well. Why would you want that type of lifestyle for yourself? Why wouldn't you just want to be with somebody that care about you? You understand what I'm saying? And that love you, because if they love you like they say they do, and they care about you like they say they do, they'll do the next best thing, and that next best thing would be to move to Texas. And I thought about it. I didn't think about it like that, because at the end of the day, I was thinking to myself, because like I told y'all in my last video yesterday, the last two of my favorite YouTube couple, they broke up. They no longer together. And I was just thinking to myself, if you was to have a three-way in your relationship, how you don't know? And see, this is where it gets tricky with these relationships and these three ways. How you don't know if after you have the three-way, your partner or whoever goes back to get this partner, and then they had sex on the side. But at the end of the day, you did that to yourself, because at the end of the day, you were trying to do it to make your partner happy. Which I find that crazy, because I be looking into myself, and I be like, well, if I can't make you happy for me being me, well then I just think that we need to do the next best thing, and we need to, you go your way and I go my way. Because I don't think I could never bring another person into our relationship, because that's you setting yourself up for disaster. So I mean, it's like it's all out, and then not only that, you setting yourself up for disaster. You setting yourself up for all type of diseases. Why would you want to go that route? You know what I'm saying? When you could just, hey, take a vacation, do anything, do something romantic to set the mood where you and your partner can put the spice back into your relationship. So I mean, it was just all type of things that I be looking on YouTube, and I be seeing people, because people be really talking about some interesting stuff, and the stuff be very like crazy to me, because I be like, ain't no way in heck I would sit there and have a threesome, bring another person in my relationship and have a threesome, because I feel like I be setting myself up for that disaster. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting there setting this up, because and then it may cause my relationship to go left. I don't care if he was to come to me or she was to come to me and say, well, baby, I want to do this, I want to do that. You want to do what? Well, baby, if you want to have a threesome, you must not want to be with me, because baby, I ain't into all that. It's either gonna be me and me only, or me with nobody. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Because if you look at it, you have to go back. You really do have to go back and think about it. That's why I kind of miss, back in the older days when we was coming out being gay, we was dating Trade and stuff. Trade wasn't doing all them threesomes and all of that type of stuff. You know, they was doing they now I ain't gonna lie and say they wasn't doing what they do, because they was doing the most. But they was still being faithful in a relationship when it came to a homosexual. But now that you look everywhere you look, there's your man and some other homosexual having your man. So, and then that's another thing that me and my ex talked about how he talked about how he had sex with my so called friend, and he shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? And he was wrong. And I said, oh, okay, I understand. But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something else that I didn't know. My ex was telling me how he go to the club, and this how this boy that he met, that's where they met it at the club, and he said they go to the club and stuff like that. I said, oh, that's surprising, because I had never knew my ex to go to no club. You understand what I'm saying? He said, I go to the club with my other cousin like that. And I was like, I didn't know who he was talking about. The only cousin I know is the cousin that he got that's transgender, but he said that he don't go with her anymore because she don't know how to act. Y'all, I was just like, I mean, I really did. I'm be saying, I'm honestly, I thank God that me and my ex is in good terms right now. We really had a nice conversation today. But y'all remember to like this video, comment, click that notification button, and subscribe. Thank y'all.